Good morning from Hong Kong. Well, right now I'm relocating batteries. What we've got here is got half the battery bank here. Now these are U.S. brand batteries that I get here in Hong Kong. There are Trojans available, but I found that these seem to work just as well, and I save a bit of money. And the other thing about these U.S. batteries, if you've watched a few of another video that I made, I buy a watering system. From U.S. Battery. So they work both on the Trojans and also on the U.S. Brand battery here because of the holes in that. So I just figured if I buy the watering system and when I have the batteries, and I save a bunch of money. So the money that I save buying these batteries versus the Trojans, I can get the watering system and the batteries basically for the same price as the Trojan set. And these batteries are 20 amp hour setting is 232 amp hours. So again, 6-volt deep cycle cells. So anyway, there's 24 bank and there's a 24 bank. And again, on my battery system, I use 95 square wire on connecting them. So we got it. So I make sure that it's it's neat and tidy. But again, it's 95 square wire that I use to connect them. And what I'm doing right now is yesterday I was out on the bow and now also in here. But anyway, I've cut up some marine teak ply, and I've put a polyester urethane coat on one side. This does not have anything up. I just did one side last night, as you can see. So here's my 4 sides. Here is my top. Now I'm making just a basic sealed battery box. Again, it's just got a seal in the air. And it's going to be for those. So what it is I'm making it so I can have 4 banks. So just under 1,000 amp hours for the lead acid, because the reason I'm going with the lead acid is I want to put on wind turbines on here. So the lead acid, again, will accommodate and cushion the spikes that we would get from gusts, especially when we get typhoons here. When we have typhoons, I'm going to be getting my power from the wind because there will be no sun. So that's the whole purpose. I would love to put in LiFePO4 cells, but just those spikes, it's questionable. And I know I have all the dump loads and stuff, but I know this works. With lead acid, the biggest problem that I and everybody else I know of complains about is it's the dead weight. Because basically I'm I'll have these 2 in the battery box, but I only have enough to use half. The other half just sits there because that's the way lead acid cells work. So, let me see where my head torch is, but I can kind of show you where I'm relocating. Where is my head torch? One moment there, guys. I'm losing all my tools. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess, and I don't know. Let's just use this torch. But down here in the V-berth, we've got it's space that does not get used. And what I'm doing here is, I don't know if you can see it down here, but here I'm building, because it's 4 feet wide. It's 4 feet wide by 3 feet deep. So as you can see on the edge here, there's that white line. Well, that's a polyester urethane. I painted the bottom side because again I need to seal it. not just to make it airtight, because I'm going to have fresh air is going to come in, and it's going to, you know, the hydrogen's going to, when it gases, is going to go at the other side. So I don't seal it with the polyester urethane just to keep it airtight and watertight, but again, it is a teak marine ply and termites, because the batteries will get warm down in here. A warm air is going to be going in, and batteries are going to be working, so they will be a little bit warmer than the ambient air. So it's a place termites will like to go. So I'm sealing it with a polyester urethane, because termites do not like to chew through it. They hate it. They can't. So everything is going to be coated with polyester urethane. I've got one corner down. As you can see, I've got a corner. Again, it's just a very, very, you know, straight cut. You know, I'm boxing just to box it in. And this side will come on and off. But there will be a watering system that's in there. And I will have small access holes. And I was even thinking about those little cameras that you have for like automobiles, the backup camera. I was actually thinking about putting in a camera down here and that USB, you know, connection, and just go up to the computer so that I could actually see inside it, and I could see my watering system. But right now, the battery system, I'm one full rib back from the bulkhead wall. From this wall that's right there, I'm one full rib back in that. That way, I've got a bilge pump that's right back there that I'm using for my high water alarm, as well as the backup bilge. So I've got two bilge pumps in the engine room, and then I've got one in the forward here, because this is part of the lowest point of the boat, because just on the other side of that wall are my engines. So all the wires are going to come in here, battery box will be here, and then just right here, which makes it convenient, is right here is where I'm going to have my power panel. My whole distribution panel is going to be right here. And then the inverter is going to be over there, and plus I'll be able to vent it straight up and out on the side. So that's what's happening. So I just wanted to kind of document, oops, I'm trying to fall here off of these ribs. Just wanted to document what I'm doing here, and I will keep an update of once I get the box put together. And once the box is put together, make another video. And then the final video will be the batteries installed and working. Alright guys, we will talk to you soon. Be good, be safe, and always be well. Bye-bye. Alright, good afternoon guys. Just kind of wanted to document down here. I got light coming in here. But I've got the box built. Kind of. Put the glasses back, cam glasses back on. I've got it built. It's got the 2 coats of polyester urethane on it, and it just on the raw teak marine ply. So it's in here. I had to assemble. Let me get out of here. I had to assemble the entire unit down there because it just, it's too big. But the way that I've set it up is I can put in a total of 4 main battery banks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So I can put 4 banks like that, and I can put, widthwise, I can put another 4 across, so I can get 5. So it'd be over 1,000 amp hours just in this cabinet. I've got to run in, and I've got to go get an ignition-proof fan. I'm going to put in an inline fan to suck out, because hydrogen is heavier than air, so that'll be down at the bottom. So I'll put in inline to suck that down, and it'll go up and out and then I'll pull in fresh air from over on that'd be the port side. So pull in fresh on the port, exhaust on the starboard side. So it's in. Now tomorrow morning, after all of this polyester urethane paint has cured, fully cured, I'm still going to go in around the seams. On the outside, I've used Silcaflex. There's white Silcaflex over the top of the PU paint on the outside. So because yesterday I PU painted all the outside pieces, or the outsides of all the pieces and the bottom. And then now today I've just done the inside. But once I had assembled it down there, I took white Silcaflex, and in fact all I had for white was the 295, which is the UV protection. So it's using some expensive sealant on it, but it's good, it's sealed. And I doubt any UV rays are going to be down below the V-berth deck here. So, but that's all sealed out there. Then on the inside, I was thinking about using Silcaflex again, but I do have a tube of that RTV white silicone caulking, and I think once this polyester urethane paint is cured, I'm just going to go in that, just because again, once it starts gassing, and if there were to be any fumes or anything of the sulfuric acid that's in the lead acid battery, if it were to get out, I think I would rather use silicone instead of Silcaflex. I don't know the chemical and the chemistry and all those gadgets for it, but I just kind of have a gut feeling, and usually you're running with your gut, you know, things pretty much are good to go. But again, I learned from falling on my face. But I'm very, very confident about it. At least I've got confidence there. So, but anyway, the cabinet's there. The face plate right now is paint. I got a coat of paint on it, and I do have a good coat of PU paint on it. Still got some left, but so, and I'm making just a new temporary, because we're going to be all using new teak. That whole downstairs deck is all going to be teak. So, but this is got a cure. There'll be a handle on it and that. I think May's down. Yeah, she is down there. May's down. She's cleaning the barnacles off the dinghy. So, you see her over there. See her snorkel. She's scraping away. She loves diving. Diving is one of her favorite hobbies. So, alright, but that's what's going on. I'll keep you posted, and probably tomorrow I'll make another video, add to this, and it'll be me installing those. So, pretty much have one video, just the battery box, and I'll probably have venting and stuff like that. Go over that later. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Be good, be safe, be well. Bye-bye. Oh, good morning from Hong Kong. Well, as we can see here, we have a battery box. I'm laying on my belly here down underneath the floor of the V-berth. But as you can see here, I've got power in. I've got my shunt there. I've got my battery monitor controller right there. There's down at the bottom that black wire that is right there. That one will go over to this missing bank. So that comes over to here. That's the negative. Then I have room for one more battery bank. So what I need is I need to go get 8 more batteries. Now, I do not have the watering system in on this. When the second set of batteries comes, I will put in the watering system. So, what it is, there'll be 2 sets of 24. So I will water these two banks. I'll water these two banks with one fill tube. It'll come out the top, and then these two will fill from there. Usually every 6 to 8 months, I'll take out a row of batteries and go in and just recondition them. You know, take one set offline and just pull them out. It looks like it would be inconvenient, but it's really not going to be that inconvenient. There are no wires on top of these. They're just my connectors for my series connections of each 6-volt battery. Easy enough to get to. Take one off, pull it out. My hand reaches in. That's not a problem. The front cover of this box comes down, and that. So now, one thing that I have not done yet is we just had the May holiday, Labor holiday. A lot of stores were closed, so I wasn't able to buy a lot of parts. But the fresh air is going to come in on this side, and the exhaust side is going to go out here. On each side of this box, the batteries have about 3 inches of clearance. And on every battery box, a lot of people say you shouldn't do this. Don't, you know, if you set your batteries down on something, make sure it's a full length. For over 11 years, I have done it this way on Trojan T105s, and I have yet to have a problem. I've got a battery bank that's 9 years old sitting on that. I've never overheated them, and they sit perfectly like that. So any hydrogen that would ever gas out, when it comes down, it's easy for me to evacuate with an exhaust blower. It's just going to suck it straight out. So I'm very, very happy with that. It's also easier to wash. Sometimes when you take it out, I'll throw baking soda down, and it's just easier to mop up. But I still have to put in silicone. On the outside, it's all Silkaflex, so I mean the outside is airtight, and I'll finish that. This is my positive shunt. Now, I just have it in, and it's working. I do have, if I can reach it, I do have my A&L fuses here. The A&L fuses are going to be up on the top. Same with shutoffs. The shutoffs I'm going to be able to isolate, because from this area here it's going to go up over there, and it's going to go up to the main my main distribution panel. Those will all be breakers. This will be the emergency disconnect. I open up this hatch, poof, I can isolate the batteries from the inverter, and another shutoff I will be able to isolate the entire 24-volt system for my distribution center. So, and that's going to be up there, but I still have to do that. I've got so many other things going on. I'm also doing the hydroponic boxes. So, but I mean, right now this bank is in and it's working. You know, you just gotta take your time. If you're gonna do something, do it right the first time. All right, now I'm gonna try to get out of this hatch here. All right, so now let's go up. I can kind of show you what I've started with the hydroponics. Oh, here's one thing. This is a little Kawasaki GA1400A. Now, again, this was given to me, all varnished up, cleaned the carburetor, got that all going. I mean, this engine purrs like a kitten. But the voltage regulator on it it's lopsop, it's junk. I don't get any output. I've checked everything else because it's a 220, single phase output for us here in Europe and Asia. But the voltage regulator that's in on the alternator or dynamo, I know a lot of people, different ways to call it, but in on the alternator, dynamo, whatever, it's a solid state voltage regulator. And I'm not getting the AC output. I'm not even getting the 12 volt DC output on it. It's only like 3 volts. DC that's coming out. So it's a voltage regulator. If anybody knows where to get that in Asia, in Asia, I've contacted Kawasaki Japan. In Hong Kong, we have one dealer. They mainly sell the jet skis and motorcycles. And I talked to them. I said, "Oh, Kawasaki Japan says you can order this part for me." They said, "No, we can't." So I got this great little, this perfect 1,400 generator. It's a petrol generator, but it's a great little backup. But just to charge your batteries on cloudy days. But I can't get the part. It's horrible. If anybody knows, please drop me a line. All right, now for the hydroponics, this is 18 gallons, and that it's sized it up. It's 18.67 gallons, minus about an inch from the top. But anyway, I'm doing the fiberglass. I went in when I got the fiberglass resin. You can see how I buy it. But I got this catalyst, and according to all mathematics and physics and stuff, what I put in, it should have cured in an hour. It took overnight, and I mean it's warm, it's humid, and so it took forever. And then I said, okay, I'll let it and harden up. Now I got to grind it, and I don't want to. But anyway, this is again the Teak marine ply. That was here. Here's the cover for it. This was on the boat. In fact, it was sitting underneath this bench when I first came on board. So I'm going to be using this for the lettuce system that's up on the top transom on the back. So I'm starting to do that, and I'm just basically using bilge pumps. 800 gallons per hour, more than enough power that I need. Again, 24 volt, and that. So that'll be for this one. Now these you can see that they're pretty good, big. And again, this is Teak marine ply that I'm using, and on each side, this is where the Dutch buckets are going to go. It's going to be concealed. So these are actually going to be sitting in. We're going to have 4 of them. So if you can kind of get a gander at that. But my nutrient solution is going to be down here. I could not find buckets like I wanted. Like, these are what I was kind of hoping I could find. I've got these Tidy Cat things. Now this is 27 pounds, and you can also get, I think it's 30 some pounds or whatever, but they're a little bit deeper. The top is the same, but I wanted to do a double Dutch bucket system. And I wanted these, so you had the large ones and have them, and then they would sit in here. And so I had the double Dutch. So I've still based this box on these buckets, if I can find more. Not many people, or my friends around Hong Kong, use this stuff. They use the cheap stuff for their cat poo. And I thought I could get the double Dutch buckets in there. You can kind of see that. And then the other one would come down about here, and then I have my nutrient tank. So that would all be, I had my system. I think I've made another video on my channel here showing how that works. But for the time being, because look, these tomato plants are huge. And I've been too much of a delay. I've got to get them in. Oh, the lemon tree's just doing a fantastic job. But yeah, I've got to get these things in. Look, we've already got a blossom. But these, I'm just going to fill with the Hydroton. I've got 50 liters, Hydroton, hydroculture, whatever it's called. But I'm just going to use this. And again, the pump is going to pump it in, and it's going to come back down. I'm going to let the roots just go in for the season until I can get the buckets that I'm looking for to go in to this design. Maybe I'll have to make it out of PVC or make my own little mold. I have no idea what I have to do, but right now that's going to work. It's just going to have some Hydroton in it. Tomato plant roots are going to come down. But the pump, again, these pumps are going to do it. So these are all going to get fiberglassed on the inside. They're all going to get polyfilled, and they're all going to get painted with white PU paint. You know, this white PU paint, PU coating, as you can see down there, polyester urethane. So it will be marine proofed, and again, it's good wood. So that's kind of what I've been up to, and we've had, like, the last few days have just sucked for power. Right now my battery bank is at 70. This one I just showed you is down 71%, and I mean, I'm at decent voltage, 24.8. We got 10 amps charging, total of 24 amps coming in right now, but it is early in the morning right now, so that'll usually go up to about 35 amps during the day if we get decent sunshine, and even more. So, but as you can see, over the last couple days, I've used 184.3 amp hours, and I am at 71% state of charge. So, without having that little gen set to power my AC powered 3-phase deep cycle battery charger, I'm kind of like, oh crap. But when I put the batteries in, I use the hydrometer. I was at 100% specific gravity, so the batteries were happy. A few cells needed just a little top off of some distilled water from probably just being stored or being shipped from the USA in the cargo ship. But anyway, so the batteries are in great shape right now. And then once I get the watering system, that'll come in a couple weeks, budget's permitting, but that's going good. Hydroponics are coming along. What else is going on here? Might get it bright out here. Just started the lettuce. This is, I don't know, what is it? 4 or 5 days old? 5, 6, maybe a week. I'm not sure. But I got to finish the box, the nutrient box for the lettuce system, and we can start putting these in. So that'll be done in the next couple days. And once we have the hydroponics done, May is going to be the lady with the green thumb, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to start working on the bathroom, doing fiberglass and stuff on that. These, I don't know, I think they're just going to die. But we actually, we went to get that hydroton, whatever it's called, and I just saw some basil there, and I'm like, oh, I just got to have it. I know it's in soil, but nothing like fresh basil when you cook, huh? So that's what's going on. These are the beauties that are going to go into that system. So hopefully I can get that done in a couple days, because it takes a day for the one coat of polyester urethane. It has to dry, and then I put on a second one. Then you got another full 24, 36 hours to let it cure, you know, before it becomes like food grade, as they say. But steady by jerks, guys, steady by jerks. But that's what's going on. And I don't know if what I'll do is, the other day when I was picking up that plywood, I made a little video, so I'll add that to this. You can watch that, and then we'll just kind of close out this video with that. Show you where the wood is that I'm going to get to fix these ribs. So, okay, guys, that's what's going on in my world. Be good, be safe, and always be well. Bye-bye. All right, here you can see this is the wood mill. You can see a lot of the wood that's already pre-cut, and over in that third one there, they got the logs that are kind of aging. They even get when it comes high tide, water gets in there. They say to season the wood, so. But this is where it happens, and what they do is they put all the wood on these barges, and then they tow the wood over to whatever shipyard needs the wood. But this area right up here, this is the main cutting. This is where they're making all the ribs and where they made the keel for the 120-foot boat. So I just wanted to let you guys know. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.